Hey you guys, oh there we are. Welcome to another video here at Childcare Business Executive Tools. I know we have a lot of things going on in our world right now, and so today I just really wanted to stop in. First of all, I just wanted to say hello because I haven't done a live video in a while, and there's reasons for that. But I just wanted to help you answer the question, are you operating your child care center out of fear or out of facts? Okay, so if this is something that you feel like maybe I do need to reevaluate, look at some things, just stay tuned and listen up. Okay, go ahead and grab you something to drink. Go ahead and grab your choice of beverage. I'm drinking some orange juice, you guys, because I'm trying to keep that vitamin C going. And go ahead and do all that, and then that way that's going to allow Facebook to let everybody know that I'm here. While you are doing that, if you are joining live, I would love for you to say hello to me. I would love for you to go ahead and give this video some thumbs up, give this some love, you guys. And I want to hear from you. I want you to let me know how you're doing. How are things going for you? I will definitely be in the comments, okay? So for those of you who are new to me, my name, because I have seen some new faces, but my name is Ashley Benz from ashleybenz.com. I am the founder and creator of Childcare Business Executive Tools. And what I do is I help childcare owners and preschool directors employ automated systems that run in the background of their programs. And we call this Childcare Business Automation. And this allows you to have a quality program and also have a listen to me, y'all. Yes, I am rusty. You can tell. A quarterly. It's just not coming out. So you know what I'm saying, y'all. But a quality of life as you run your childcare business. So I'm going to jump into today's topic, but I do want to let you guys know that we are here, y'all. We are all good. For those of you that are new to me, I do have a 5-year-old, so I've been keeping her busy during this crazy epidemic that we are on or in right now. I'm just prayerful. I believe that God is powerful. I believe that He is not blind and He knows what's going on and He sees everything. And so I actually read a quote the other day on Pinterest, and I think I posted in my stories, but it says something like, you can't worry and trust God at the same time. So I was like, yep, that pretty much hits it right on the nail, right? So hi Natasha, how are you? I am so glad to be here, you guys. So anyway, I wanted to talk to you guys about, are you operating from facts or fear? And I know right now with everything that's going on, it is scary. I'm not going to sit here and not say that it's not scary. However, though, I do have to go back to what I know to be true. And I know again that there are things that we can make ourselves fearful of, or there's just the things that we can just stick with the facts and just take one day at a time. So again, for those of you who are new to me, my name is Ashley Benz from ashleybenz.com, founder and creator of Childcare Business Executive Tools. And my main goal is to help childcare owners, okay, basically go from an owner role to a director role. And we do that using Childcare Business Automation. I also help those who are getting started. So if you are getting started, if you have this dream of opening up your childcare business, I'll also help you as well. So that is enough about me. Let's go ahead and get into today's topic. Go ahead and grab you your choice of beverage. We might as well get comfortable here for a second chit chat. And also, if you are joining me live, go ahead and give this video some hearts. I want to invite you to do that. I need for you to share this out, you guys, okay? Because there's a lot of childcare owners right now that are hurting. And I need for you to hit that share button because they're going to need to hear this. And I think it's just going to really, help everybody to just kind of put things in perspective and be the strong leaders that everybody is. And I do want to say, I am so proud of you guys. Like, I'm just so proud of you guys. And I don't want to sit here and get emotional, but I am amongst a group of some strong people, and that is an honor. So I just want to say I'm so proud of you guys, because you guys are doing a great job at your programs and just trying to be the leaders that you are meant to be. So anyway, let me jump into today's topic before I get off. And before we do that though, y'all, it's St. Patrick's Day. So I have on my St. Patrick's Day hat. Me and Nova this morning, I did like a little St. Patrick's Day breakfast with her. We're going to do some Jell-O here in a few minutes after I get finished with this video. So I'm going to go make some Jell-O with her. It will take about 3 to 4 hours to chill. So I'll let her stay up and she can get some Jell-O before she goes to bed tonight, right? We might as well just make the most of this situation. So, hi Lena, or I hope I'm saying Lana. Hello, how are you? I'm so glad you caught me live as well. Hello, Sonia. I'm glad that you're here. Okay, you guys, so this is the one thing that when I ran my childcare business, and I'm going to take a sip here, you guys, but when I ran my childcare business, I was never told about really looking at my childcare business in the way of just the facts. Now, this video, I will say, is not going to be about the coronavirus. I feel like there's enough information out there about that. Y'all know what I'm saying? Okay, do y'all feel me on that one, right? But we're going to get back to business, okay? Because this is all going to blow over. I do believe that God is powerful. He's going to fix things, and then we're going to be back into, normal reality here. I forgot to, if you're watching on YouTube, hit that subscribe button, okay? Like this video, hit that subscribe button, and go ahead and hit that little bell so that you are notified when I post up these videos. I forgot to do that. So, but anyway, when I was running my childcare business, I was never told to look at the facts of my business. Just nobody ever talked to me about those things, right? So, I just didn't know. And so one of the things that I really am adamant about when I'm working with my students or, my clients that I work with is really making sure that you know how to operate your childcare business based off of the facts, okay? And one of those facts is that I was not told or talked to about having working capital in my business. Like, nobody ever talked to me about that. So for anybody who does not know what working capital is funds that are set aside, and it's actually funds that you put back. It's funds that are set aside in your business. So in times like these, you can pull from the capital of that account and be able to still kind of sustain, okay? Your business can still sustain. So working capital is capital to fund your business in the case of situations like what we're going through now, okay? That's what working capital is. Nobody ever talked to me about that. So your accountant usually, because I know I thought that, I started my business when I was 21, and I was kind of thinking that my accountant would kind of help me like navigate through that. I was thinking that my accountant would tell me those things. Hey, Ashley, you need 3 accounts. One of those accounts need to be a working capital. One of those accounts need to be, the account where your revenue and expenses kind of flow through, and a savings account. So nobody ever told me those things. So a lot of times what I do see is I see owners panicking during these kind of times. And so here's what I want you to do, okay? Because I don't know what situation that you currently are in. I don't know if you do have a working capital account that's set aside currently, or if you are just kind of out there, hoping that your government and local officials do not mandate you to close down, okay? But here's what we're going to do about this, because wherever you are right now, it is what it is, okay? I don't want you to look down on yourself or feel bad about anything like that. But what we're going to do is we're going to take this opportunity. We're going to take this opportunity that we have had to slow down a little bit, okay? And we are going to not panic, but we're going to plan for if this ever happens again or anything of the like, okay? That's what we're going to do. So wherever you are right now, just, hey, if you're not where you feel like you need to be in regards of having a working capital account back, so that if the government or your local officials tell you that you have to close down your center or school or preschool program or anything like that, and you don't have that aside, listen, it's okay. Okay, it's okay. God will provide. But what we're going to do, we're going to take this opportunity to plan for the next time. Okay. So with that being said, let me move to my next point. Here's the thing though, and I'm going to say this. You guys that know me know that I always tell you these things simply out of love. But here's the thing. It is not okay for a leader to go into a panic mode. Okay. As a leader, we just don't get the liberty to do that. Why? Because we are the ones that have to step up to the plate. We are the ones that have to lead everybody else that's behind us, and we don't get the liberty to go into a panic mode. Okay. Now, let me just say this. We are human, and it is okay if you need to panic behind the scenes. That is what Childcare Business Executive Tools, our community, is for. You guys, if you're not a part of that community, I will leave the link down below. But if you feel like you need to panic, go inside that and be like, just shout it out, okay? Post in that group and let us know how you really feel. That's where we can come together and we can panic if we need to, or vent if we need to, or whatever the case is there, and just say, and reach out, just say, listen, you guys, I am freaking out right now. But what we can't do, okay? We can't do that in front of our staff, our families, our teachers. We can't do that. We don't get that liberty, okay? But instead of panicking, we're going to plan. So, and here's how we're going to do that, okay? So instead, we should do what one of my students, Carolyn Bodger, has done. And I am spotlighting Carolyn right now, you guys. And she just posted this today. This is kind of where this video stemmed from. So thank you, Carolyn, for giving me some amazing content. Because I really didn't have anything planned, and I was just like, this is perfect, and I just feel like everybody needs to hear this. So Carolyn, and I was meant to read her review. Good grief. Okay. I did not print that off. But anyway, I'm going to paraphrase, and you guys, if you go and look at my post from today, you'll see Carolyn's testimony. But Carolyn basically has been operating her childcare business based off of data. And right now, Carolyn, she has a reserve set aside. She's in the UK, but she has a reserve set aside so that if they do mandate her to close her program down, Carolyn says that she will be okay for the next few, whatever, and she's not going to have any problems, continue to pay herself or the expenses that she has to run her childcare business. So Carolyn is a part of my Childcare Business Automation Academy. She's been a part of that academy since it opened its doors back in 2016. And I'm a proud mama right now. But Carolyn took basically my budgeting course that we have in there. And it's a step-by-step course. It's called Childcare Business Budgeting Made Easy. And so basically the review that Carolyn left, she just stated that because of that budgeting course, that has helped her be at this position right now that she is in, where she does have those reserves set aside for what's going on currently. Now, I do want to say, Carolyn, thank you so much for, sharing that and sharing how my budgeting course has helped you. But Carolyn, I'm going to also have to give you loads of more credit than myself, because you are the one, Carolyn, that actually implemented the course. So you not just looked at it, but you implemented the course, okay? You implemented the steps. You was patient and you were disciplined to put that money back. And so this is why you're at that place. So I'm only going to take maybe like a fourth of credit for that. But all that other credit has to go to Carolyn, you guys, because she is the one that was disciplined enough to do what I taught in the course, okay? Now, with that being said, okay, because this is what we're going to do from this point on, okay? You are going to start looking at your childcare business from a data standpoint. And so let's go over what those data points that you should always be collecting from your business, okay? So this is where, if you are the note taker, if you're one of those people that watch my videos and you take the notes, go ahead and grab you some paper, a pen, and you definitely want to go ahead and take some notes, okay? I want to say hi to you guys. Hi, Lena. I said, Kiana, I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. Welcome. And for those of you that are joining, again, it is St. Patrick's Day. Me and Nova, my 5-year-old, we've been kind of hanging out and doing some St. Patrick's Day fun stuff. So that is why you see the green hat on here, right? One thing I love about working in the childcare business industry is that when it's a holiday and I'm doing a go live video, y'all, listen, y'all get it, right? Like I can go ahead and I think I've been on here before and I did a Halloween thing, but I can get all dressed up and nobody's going to talk about me. So that's what I love about working in this industry. Okay, so let's go ahead and these are the data that you should always be collecting. First of all, you should be always collecting your accounting data, okay? And that data is going to be collected from a monthly P&L report. Okay, so P&L report, that's your profit and loss statement. So you should be, if right now, if you do not have a system in place that allows you to pull a P&L statement, a profit and loss report, then you need to do that. And in a minute, I'm going to tie this all together in regards of like how we work off the data, okay? The next one is your marketing data. So the reports that you need to always be able to pull is your leads. So where are your leads coming from? Because this allows you to understand what marketing channels and efforts are actually working for you and what's not. We do not want to waste our time and marketing dollars on things that's not working. So you do want to always make sure that you do have what's called a leads report, meaning that, you know, whenever leads come into your business, you get that phone call, or somebody stops in, or somebody, opts into an email form that you might have set up on your website. You know where they're coming from. You know whether they're coming from your Facebook business page, whether it's, a referral, whatever, okay? So that's one report. And then you also want to have what's called a sales generating report. So we always want to be aware of, where are your sales actually generating from, okay? Are they coming from the tours? Are they coming from enrollment specials? Like what specifically where is that sale generating from? Okay, so that's your marketing data. And guys, data is numbers. And if you can start really looking at your childcare business from a number standpoint, this is going to really put you in a position like Carolyn is right now, understanding the fact that, so let me just break this down, okay? Let me just kind of break it down a little bit. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to pop those down below. I can answer those here in a few minutes. But if we kind of break it down, so prime example. Now, if you have the P&L statement, and let's say that we look at the P&L statement every month, because you should be doing that. And let's say back in November of last year, your P&L statement basically it gives you a trend and it will show you where your childcare business is heading. So it's going basically what that's going to result into is, are we going up in enrollment? Are we maintaining, or are we going down? So if you did that back in November, you would have known, where you should be at right now in the month of March. Okay. Another thing that you would have known is, where is my working capital account? Okay, where should it be at? Okay, one thing I work with on clients is we do what's called a profit plan. So every month, because this is another thing too, you guys. Okay, and I'm getting off. That's why I have my notes. So any of you guys that are newbies, I have to have my notes because I will get off into other topics. But that's the beauty of watching my videos, because you guys will get extra nuggets that I'm not planning to give you guys. So, but anyway, so we do what's called a profit plan, because a lot of times, even myself, I have to even do this for my business, but a lot of times owners you're making the money, but then you don't really have a plan for your profit, right? And so we do a profit plan, and one of those profit plans is a working capital. So, prime example, right now, I have a client that I'm working with, and we started in January. And so at this stage, she should have a certain amount of money in her working capital. And this, could be something that could help her out right now. And this, this epidemic that we're dealing with. So that's your marketing data. I talked about marketing data. I kind of went back over to accounting. The staffing data. So with your staffing data, you do want to also be aware of, where are your leads coming from? So your good staff, where are they coming from? And you guys, I know this sounds like, a lot of people say, oh, well, I know, or those kind of things. But let me just say this, you guys. And I'm one of those entrepreneurs that say the same thing. Oh, I kind of have a feeling of where, but when you actually put it down in a spreadsheet and then you see it in black and white, I guarantee you will be surprised where some of your data is coming from. So with your staffing, because I know that that's a big issue, and I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a solution here at the end, so stick with me. But with your staffing, because I want you to think about your main staff or your good core staff. Where did you get them from? Because that is data that you want to always be collecting so that you can always know, okay, this is where, maybe it's Indeed, maybe it's through the newspaper, maybe it's through word of mouth, whatever that is. But you always want to be aware of where am I actually finding and attracting those good staff members, because that's where I need to continue looking at. The other thing is your turnover. Obviously, that's a number. Okay, you need to know that number. What is your turnover rate? So how long does a staff member stay with you? Is it 2 months, 3 months? Is it 2 weeks? If you know that number, then that's going to give you a lot of power, because you're going to be able to know, okay, according to the data, I've hired on this new team member. I hope she stays. I hope it works out. But according to my data, she's leaving in 3 months. Okay. So then that automatically puts you in a position to be in leverage to be continuing to attract more staff members in, okay? I know it sounds crazy to have to do that or even think about that, but you guys have been in this for a while. Y'all know what I'm saying, okay? So that would be your staffing. So your lead numbers and your turnover rate. Office organization and your procedures, okay? The data that we look for is data entry. So again, those are numbers, and when I'm really going into data entry when we're in the office, is we want to make sure, you guys, that your child care assistants data entry, the amount of children that attended, or their days in attendance and all those kind of things are always accurate. Excuse me. You also want to be making sure that your food program data, and you guys know this stuff, right? Well, I guess on that end, I guess you would know if something's off, because they're going to come and let you know, right? They're going to come and they're going to say, hey, listen, we received this amount of paperwork. We did an audit on you, and you owe us some money because you sat there and said that there were some children that were in attendance, but when you pulled in your sign-in sheets to us, the parents didn't sign in, and then there we go, right? So this is what I'm saying. See, if you can look at your child care business on that point, on the data standpoint of it, let me tell you something. You cannot, you will be unstoppable, okay? You will have all your ducks in a row, and it's going to run like a well-oiled machine. So data entry is something that we look for in the office. The other thing that we look for is your paperless, your amount of paperless. So I usually always tell my clients that you do want to be at least 95% paperless. 5%, we give a little bit of room just because the state may not, usually states are not where, they're not there yet, okay? They're not paperless. Our government offices are not paperless, so we got to give a little bit of that 5%. If the state comes and says, no, this needs to be, a hard copy or whatever the case is there. But 95% of your paper or your office should be paperless, you guys, okay? Let's see. Okay. And then Quiana says, how do you become a client? And I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. I'll reach out to you personally and I'll let you know. There's different options of how you guys can work with me. I'll reach out to you. But for anybody else who's asking that question as well, if you go to ashleybenz.com/training, all of my stuff is there. And then there on that one, on that page there is going to give you pretty much most of everything. There are some other things that I do offer. But anyway, I'll reach out to you to try to get an understanding of maybe like what it is that you are, what your goals are, and then I can better direct you, Kiana. So, okay, so with the office organization, talked about the paperless side, so 95%. The next one and the last one is your work-life balance. So my ultimate main goal with any client that I work with, any student that I work with, is to get you guys, and I know this sounds weird to some of you all, because some of you all feel like this is not possible, but I'm going to tell you right up front, it is very possible, but to get you to working to a 25-hour or less work week, okay? And that's a minimum of 25 hours or less. Why? It is because if you are working over 25 hours a week, or let me put it to you like this. If you have to work over 25 hours a week in your childcare business, then your business is not in an automated state, And so we need to get it into an automated state. And why is this important? Okay. Well, it's because when times like these are going on, you guys, a leader needs to be up here where they can see everything. They can have that bird's eye view. If you can't run your ship like that, it's very difficult to scale, to grow it, and to make sure that it's healthy. So, a lot of owners don't get the opportunity to be able to work what I call in that CEO range. And CEOs, guys, get paid to think, not do tasks. A CEO does not work in their program. Now, I'm not saying that, that you are beneath beneath whatever, right? I mean, listen, we all know that all of us are willing to pull up our sleeves and do whatever that it needs to be done. However, though, is that in the best interest of your business? And I know I posted the other day and I talked about the fact that CEOs get paid to think, not do tasks. So a lot of the times, the tasks that you're doing as a CEO, as a childcare business executive, as a preschool director, a lot of the tasks that you are doing, those are $8, $9 tasks. Okay, a lot of the tasks are secretarial tasks. They are, yes, sometimes they are on the floor tasks. You're in the kitchen. So I just want you to think about how much would you hire someone out to do that task? A lot of times it's going to be under the amount that you should be getting paid as a CEO. And it's just not really efficient for your business. And your job is to be able to be the visionary, the leader, and the one that grows and scales your childcare business. And you can't do that if you're working over 25 hours a week, if you're not able to have office time, and if you're not able to just sometimes sit down and just think. Because that's what CEOs do. That's what entrepreneurs do. That's what visionaries do. And that's what you are if you are running a childcare business, okay? You just sometimes need time to sit down and think. And so that's what my main goal is, to get any client I work with down to 25 hours a week. And we do that by employing automated systems in their childcare business, okay? So with that being said, the last one, data, that is your last data. Your work-life balance should be a minimum of 25 hours a week is what you have to work in your business. And what I typically do is I will get an owner down to 25 hours a week. And it might mean that he or she is still working, in the business, but the end goal is the 25 hours a week is literally you're in the office. Like, you're not on the floor. You're not doing any of those things. You might actually be working remotely from home. And that's the 25 hours a week. So it's not even working in your program. Okay. It's working on your program. And so again, and I do want to say this, you guys, work-life balance is so important. The mental health, aspect of being a childcare business owner is so important. And if you are overworked and tired, how can you lead anything? You guys, I have to have my rest. And my husband will tell me, he will let me know right up front. He'll be like, Ashley, when I am like one of those people, you do not want to be around me when I have not had my sleep. I don't even want to be around Ashley. And he'll tell me, just go in there and lay down. You just need to go in there and lay down somewhere, because right now, and so it's just like, to be able to give your business the energy that it needs, because your business needs energy, and it needs energy from your teachers. It needs energy from your other staff, but there's a different kind of energy that it needs from you. And if you cannot be able to have that work-life balance, you're just not going to be able to give your childcare business the best of who you are. So I could go on and on about that, you guys. As you can see, that's my passion. But that is your data for your work-life balance. So if you are working over 25 hours a week, if you are in the 50+ hour work range, then what this is telling, that data alone is already telling me and you that your automated, the other parts of your business that we talked about, those other data points are off, because if they were where they should be at, then that you should not be overworking yourself. Okay. So that would be the data point that you'll want to keep with your work-life balance, is at 25 hours a week. Okay. Now, here's what I want to do to close out this video. I just want to make sure that, okay. Thank you so much, Kiana. Thank you for correcting me on your name. And you guys, if I ever get on here and go live, just y'all do exactly what Kiana did, because I do not want to butcher somebody's name. So I appreciate that, Kiana. So here's what we're going to do to close out, because I got some homework for you guys. And I know that, listen, y'all got the time. Most of us are probably all in. And if you're not, the numbers are probably low enough. And so we all have the time here. Hey, Brittany girl, what's going on? How are you? So here's what I want you guys to do. I am going to do an upcoming pop-up training that's going to be sponsored by my Childcare Business Automation Academy. Now, what that means, when I say a pop-up training, that means this training is I usually only present it to you or offer it to you, those that are in my Automation Academy, or release it to them, not offer it, because they get whatever that I've released in there. But I'm going to do a pop-up training, and I'm going to do this and release this to the general public. Okay, so anybody can participate in the training. But I have been going back and forth on what I want that training to be. So I need your help with that, because whatever I train you guys on, I want it to be what you need. Okay, so these are the two choices. And what I'm going to do when I get finished with this video, I'm going to hop down either up in the comments, wherever, and I'm going to leave the links down below for you to give me your feedback on which one you want me to do. And then what we're going to do is my team and I, as we talk about data, because, that's important to me, and data helps me to see what the majority wants and needs. But we're going to collect that data, and then that's going to help me decide on which training I'm going to do. And then we'll get all the details and all that stuff outlined. I was actually supposed to do that not this week, but I was going to start doing enrollments and all that stuff inside that training. And of course, you guys know why I just had to take a step back. So, do you work with home child cares? Absolutely. Kimberly, how are you? I do work with home child care. So, yes, same thing. I mean, if you're running a it doesn't matter where you're running your child care business at, but it can be automated. And you can also, as a home child care owner, you can also work 25 hours a week as well. So absolutely, Kimberly. Okay, so here's where I need y'all's help at, okay? Hang on. Okay, Lena was just responding back. I'm watching those comments, y'all. All right, so two choices here, okay? The first option would be a training where I do show you my 25-hour work week training method. So that would be that one. And that's literally where that training it's a 4-week training, but it's very simple. And what I love about it is that when you're auditing your work week and kind of what's causing you to overwork, it's simple things I give my clients, and it doesn't take up a lot of your time, but it's really just what we do is we collect a lot of data, and then I come in and look at that, and then from there we go through and I say, okay, this is what's causing this, and this is what's causing this, and this is why you're working the 50 plus hours a week, and then we go and we put a plan in place. So 25-hour work week training method. Does that sound like something that you'd want me to do a training on? Or how to create an automated substitute program so that you can have leverage at all times. So those are the two options. What I'll do is I'll leave those links down below. You guys click on those. It's going to take you over to a Google form that I have set up, and you just fill out those quick questions for me, and then that's going to give me the data I need. And then we'll go from there with it, okay? So, okay, you guys, that is all that I have right now. I just want to say that, again, I'm so proud of you guys. I want you to hang in there. If you're a part of my private Facebook group community, please reach out if you need something to post in there. If you are operating right now out of fear, if you are afraid, that is okay, you guys. It is okay to be afraid as a leader. But you guys heard me at the beginning, what's not okay is to panic. And if you need anything at all, just, I am active in that group, in our private Facebook group community. Just post. That's all you've got to do. Post. And, I'm here to help you in any way that I can. I did send out as well my COVID-19 automation response plan. So that went out today. If you're not on my email list, you did not receive it. But if you would like that, if you will just reach out to us. In fact, I'll leave that down below. The best place to reach out to us is support@ashleybenz.com. If you just will send in, reach out to support and just say, hey, listen, I'm not on the email list, but I want to be on the email list, and I want to make sure that I get that COVID-19 automation response plan. Just reach out to us and we'll make sure to get that over to you, okay? Okay, I am looking at comments, you guys. I'm going to end off in some comments, and then I've got to go make some green jello with my 5-year-old, and we got to get that in the refrigerator so that it can chill and we can eat it before she goes to bed, because if not, she's going to be totally disappointed. All right, so Kiana says, I started following you last year, but I'm at the beginning stage. Do you train on how to start a childcare? Absolutely, Kiana. So what I have for you, I'm glad you said that. What I have for you is I have a, there's a free download. Let me ask you this question. Well, I'm assuming you don't know about that, because if you did, then you would know more information. So here's what I do. There is a free download. It's called my How to Get Started Roadmap Guide. When you download, that's a PDF. It's a little, I created like a little roadmap and made it fun. And then there's also a training video that goes along with that where I walk you through the roadmap, and it's on demand. So I'm going to make sure to leave that link down below for you, Kiana, and for anybody else that's asking that same question. Okay, y'all, I got to write these links down because I feel like I had 2 links here, and then I want to make sure that I don't forget. So I said I'm going to give you guys the training links for those of you that are already in business, and then I'm going to give you the community link. Hang on, y'all. I'm taking notes. Community link, and I'm also going to give the roadmap guide. Oh, and I'm also going to leave my training link down below as well. Like if you guys want to see like what all trainings and things like that, that'll help you too, Kiana, as well, to see like what else I have available. So, all right, you guys. Hey, Sonia. Thank you so much. I am so glad this helped you. And Lena says that she loved the roadmap. So I'm so glad that that's helped. Lena just joined inside our mastermind. So I'm super excited to see you here, Lena. And I'm super excited to have you a part of the Childcare Business Executive Mastermind, which includes that Automation Academy. So, all right, you guys, listen. This morning, I said a prayer. I always pray for my community. But this morning, I woke up, my heart was just, it's really, there's a dark cloud. It's heavy. And so I said a special prayer for you guys. And just know that I am, you guys are on my mind and in my prayers. And again, if there's anything I can help or assist you guys with, please do not hesitate to let me know. I'm going to leave those links down below, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me. And it's crazy right now. So I don't know when I'll be doing a next live video. Y'all know, we're all trying to navigate this thing. But anyway, again, thank you so much. And I will see you guys in the next video. And be sure to get in that community and reach out if you need something, okay? Thank you so much, you guys. Have a great rest of your afternoon, and God bless. Bye.